Creating a startup is not easy, but what about having to leave your own country because it's being invaded? What if you need to start or restart your life over in a place that you know very little about? So, my guest today is old Phillip, and he will share with us his journey from Ukraine to the US because of the war and how he's helping the company inVerita to send software business from the US back to his home country. Uh, Welcome to the show, Oleh. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing today?
Yeah, thank you for having me, Rodrigo. I'm doing well. Yeah, it's really nice to talk with you today, and I would like to share my story, how I came to United States, and how I am working here now. So yeah,
Excellent. I'm looking forward to learn more about you, your great story. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's kind of unexpected and not something you had planned, but um, I'm pretty sure we're going all learn with you today. So looking forward to that. Can we start with a quick introduction about yourself, your background, um, you know, a little bit of your latest things? Can we do that?
yeah, yeah. Okay. Um, my name is Oleh, and I came here from Ukraine, and I'm an international economist. I got my bachelor degree in international economy, and 3 years ago I decided to start working in IT industry. I worked in three companies already, and I love networking. So it's really interesting for me. I like meeting new people, talking with them, exploring their business ideas. Um, um, like I really like this business development. I see my gift there. So I want to grow as a business developer. Yeah, and a few months ago, I started to work with the IT company inVerita. It's a software company from Ukraine, and at the moment we have 150 workers in our company. And I love this. I like this company because of their um, views, their principles, and that they really care about other people. They care about their workers. They care about their customers. In this company, our motto is it's all about people. It's all about working together, helping people, and helping people achieve their goals.
All right.
So yeah, um, yeah, and I help inVerita to find more partners in United States and mostly in United States, but also in some other countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that is why I'm visiting different conferences, uh, networking events. Uh, yeah,
All right. Well, sounds exciting. We do have a lot of stuff to talk about already. And you mentioned you like networking, and in fact, that's how we met, right?
yeah,
Because I know how passionate you are about this, and oh, thank you so much for reaching out to me. It's been we have talked a few times now, and it's I'm always learning something new from you. So thank you so much for this approach. And well, let me before we start our conversation, in fact, let me try to explain what I understand about inVerita or inVerita,
mhm,
and you will tell me if I'm correct or wrong, and then we'll move from there. Is that okay?
yes,
If I understand well, inVerita is an outsourcing software company that actually have um, programmers in other countries, especially on Eastern Europe, which is now Ukraine and Poland, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
And what you guys do, you find business here in the US, in other parts of the world, and ship it to Ukraine and Poland. And developers on those countries, they are of course high skilled and they do a great job. Uh, but for compared to the US, especially, it's probably cheaper, right? So you guys can offer like a very high quality software product to customers, cheaper than they would pay here in the US specifically, and especially in the Bay Area. Is
Mhm.
that correct?
Yeah, I can add some additional information.
Yeah, the floor is
So,
yours. Go ahead.
inVerita company was founded almost 7 years ago by three Ukrainian businessmen, and they decided to create like a unique IT company in Ukraine. Firstly, it was founded in Lviv city. Yeah, and later we growed, and now our company is 150 workers, and we have our offices in Kyiv, it's the capital of Ukraine, in Lviv, Ukraine, and in Krakow, Poland. Yeah, and like I think that inVerita company, it's not about price competition, it's more about quality
Mm,
competition
mm-hmm,
because you always can find some cheaper
mm-hmm,
developers in different countries.
mm-hmm.
It's not about price; it's about quality, which we provide. Yeah, and also we try to provide like a good price for our customers.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Of course, this
like
is
help
competition.
them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's competition, but it's not about just only price competition.
Sure,
We
yeah,
also
yeah, I
can,
understand. In fact,
yeah,
I mentioned high quality software products
yes,
by possibly a lower price than here in the Bay Area. So yeah, I totally understand and I get it. Uh, and in fact, so this is going for over 7 years, but of course, it probably became more appealing for people now because, of course, Ukraine going over hard times that they are going, it just sounds like something good you guys are doing, right? Before that, it was just
mm,
a business, right? But right now, it really sounds like you are doing a great thing because we know the situation of the country. A lot of parts of the country are actually going through a lot of hard things right now, and you guys sending business towards them,
mm,
that really sounds like a good thing to do. And yeah, so congratulations. I know it was a coincidence. The inverita has been doing it for many years now, but it still looks like a
yeah,
good thing to do at this moment.
yeah. So our goal also is to be a face of Ukraine to the world.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Yeah, we want to present our country
mm-hmm,
to other people, to other businesses, to other corporation companies.
mm-hmm.
And during these 7 years, the company also helped many people, and we try to have an impact in our environment, in our city.
Mm-hmm.
Try by providing working spaces, we help people to earn money to help their
Yeah.
families. So that is really important in Ukraine, and Ukraine is one of the biggest IT. Like Ukraine has one of the biggest IT clusters in the world.
Mm-hmm.
We have many good IT specialists there,
Oh wow. Yeah.
and for many Ukrainians, is one way to earn good money in Ukraine
Mm-hmm.
because we don't have many working spaces in different areas. So, IT area, IT industry is the most popular there.
Yeah, well, I guess it's because, of course, you don't need a lot of infrastructure around it, right? Of course, you need the computer
Mhm.
knowledge, and that's what makes the computer programming jobs or any computer related job accessible for anybody, right? Um, and well, your English is perfect despite the fact that you are in the US. For how many months are you here now?
It's my second month.
Second month. Oh wow. It tells
Yeah.
me you spoke English already perfectly when you were in Ukraine. Is that something that
Yes.
most people
Yes.
do? Like, I mean,
Uh,
at least the younger people, they speak English.
yeah. Many Ukrainian people they speak English now, because we are closer to Europe Union, to European countries,
Mm-hmm.
to United States,
Mm-hmm.
than to Russia and the previous Soviet Union countries.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like and we have many people who wants to learn English by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because we have a good education system in Ukraine and we know English, but because people know that if they will learn English, they have access uh, to bigger opportunities
Mm-hmm.
in the
Mm-hmm.
world. Like they can work online, uh, they can talk with other people from different countries, they can travel. So many people in Ukraine started to learn English, and yeah,
Excellent. And this just expands the world. I mean, I know exactly what it means. I'm getting close to my 40s now. And I actually learned English very late in my life. I was over 20 when I started learning English. And I didn't quite speak before I moved here. I mean, I could communicate a little bit, but not, people can notice my accent, and sometimes I miss
yeah,
words and things. So English is definitely, it still takes me a lot of thinking to speak it. And I know how important it is, how much it expands the universe around you when you can communicate, because you can just learn from anybody, from any
yeah,
person all over the world, and as in the technology world, it's just important to be able to communicate and to learn and to be accessible for other people. And yeah, so yeah, it's great. And how do you
yeah.
guys get to learn it? Is it from school? Is it more like a personal thing that you get exposed to English because of this environment? it, what is the structure,
Uh,
or what was the
uh,
structure? At least we don't know how things will come out.
uh, Actually, I started learning English at school with my mother,
Mm-hmm.
but later I went to Lviv city. I started studying at Lviv National University to get my bachelor degree,
Mm-hmm.
and I met there one Christian organization called Campus Crusade,
Mm-hmm.
and we like I became a volunteer there, and we had many events. We met many different students there. We helped them because when students come to university, they might start some bad things to do. Uh, some students they use drugs, alcohol. They they forget about their
Mm-hmm.
families, why they are
Mm-hmm.
there, what they want to achieve in their lives. So we help them at the Campus Crusade Ministry. I became a volunteer. We did different meetings with students. We mentored students and helped them to achieve uh, something good in their lives. And also many American businessmen, many people from United States, they came to Ukraine, and we had meetings with them also, and that is why I'm talking English now, because
S-
this
in the crusade, you mean?
yeah, in the Campus
Oh
Crusade,
wow,
uh,
excellent.
yeah.
So yeah, that's I want to come back to this topic. I want to learn more, but before we do this, let me ask you, can you tell us a little bit about um, your your I mean, how was life there and
Mhm.
until you left 2 months ago? And what
Mhm.
changed and what is the situation? And then we'll go back to this. I don't want you,
Yeah,
I don't want to drag you into this thing like, oh, I'm, I'm
yeah, of
suffering.
course.
Yeah,
I
it's
can.
not the goal. It's just, just to talk a little bit, just to understand what changed
Yeah,
over time. And
yeah, of course. Yeah, actually, I love Ukraine, and I lived there for 21 years, almost 22 years, and it's beautiful country with cool people, and I like this country because we really had freedom in
mm,
Ukraine, well, and we have it
mm-hmm,
now. Um, for many years, it was really easy for different religious organizations
mm-hmm,
to share their
mm-hmm,
beliefs, for people to talk with like with some government institutes that tell something bad about them. It was like we did it, and uh, like it is really good in country when you can share what you think. But Russia, they didn't like it.
mm-hmm,
And in the past, we were together in Soviet Union, and uh, many years ago, we went from Soviet Union and became an independent
mm-hmm,
country. But Russia wanted to take us back, like to set uh, their own
mm-hmm,
government in our
mm-hmm.
country, to kill our leaders, and so they started war in 2014.
Yes. Mm-hmm,
They took Crimea from
mm-hmm,
us. They took some parts of Lugansk and Donetsk region,
mm-hmm,
and they killed many people
mm-hmm,
there. And during the last 8 years, they try to like to change our government, to
mm-hmm,
put their own people there, and destroy our country.
mm-hmm,
Just took it from like Europe, close our border with Europe,
mm-hmm,
and just start doing in our country what they do in Russia.
mm-hmm,
But Ukrainian people, they didn't like it, and they started to protest, and they started to go against Russia.
mm-hmm.
And in July, 24th of July, they started war in Ukraine. They wanted
July,
to
you mean in 14?
February,
Oh,
sorry,
February. Yeah.
February,
Mm-hmm,
yeah, February, and they started war in Ukraine,
mm-hmm.
and they wanted to take some part of our country. Putin called it like the communization of Ukraine. Uh,
Denazification. Yeah, this is
and
the,
the
yeah,
notification, he told that we have many
yeah,
Nazis in Ukraine.
yeah, of
We don't.
course.
They have. And they just,
With a Jude president, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And they started this like they interrupted, yeah, they, and they started to kill our people, shooting bombs to
Mm-hmm,
different cities.
mm-hmm,
And actually, one day before war, I went to Poland. I just got a feeling that I need to go to Poland quickly because of conference in Germany. And I took a car and went to border with Poland. And in a few hours, I was in Krakow. And
so
later, I woke up.
that was before that was just a coincidence.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And I woke up in the morning and I heard that war started. It was really shock for me because I saw map of bombs
Mm-hmm.
explosions
Mm-hmm.
uh, on in different cities in Ukraine, and
Mm-hmm.
one bomb was near to my village when my grandparents, my sisters live. and like it was really shock for me, and I didn't know what to do. I thought that I need to come back to Ukraine and take a weapon and go to fight.
Mm.
But later I decided to stay in Poland and start working with some volunteers,
Mm-hmm.
just helping Ukraine there, because I can be more useful in a different country than in my country, because I don't know how to fight, but
Mm-hmm.
I know how to network with
Mm-hmm.
people
Mm-hmm.
and how to raise some money, find like people who can help us, and we start this volunteering activity. And what is really mm, cool for me at the time is cryptocurrency. Uh,
Oh, of course, because now people are
yeah,
sending money over borders and yeah.
yes, yes. And like in Ukraine, like we had problems with sending money at that time, and I started to use Bitcoin and USDT to send money from different European countries to Ukraine. And I have a friend in Iceland. And he helped us to create a website. So there uh, we we shared this website link with the different people, and they just handed money to us in cryptocurrency.
Oh wow. So that was a form of collecting money to help in the process.
Yes, yes,
Is
and
this website still valid? Is it still open?
yeah,
Well,
yes,
feel free
it
to.
is.
Let's do it. Let's share it. What do you
Yes, I
remember?
will share.
The URL?
Uh, um, Not at the moment, but I can share it a bit later.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, yeah. And I just I got this money, and later I tried to send them to Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And we, these ATMs
Yep. Mm-hmm.
when you can take exchange bitcoins
Mm-hmm.
to fiat currency.
Oh, yeah, I heard about those. I've never seen those then. But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
does exist in Poland then.
We have in Ukraine and in Poland.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but I tried to send this money to Ukraine to ATMs, but they were closed. Their founders, workers, they were stuck in Kyiv.
Mm,
In Kyiv.
mm.
So uh, uh, and later I just found people who wanted to buy crypto and give me fiat money. And I sent them crypto, and they sent me fiat, and I sent this uh, money to people from my churches,
Mm-hmm.
because they helped the refugees. They helped a few thousand refugees already.
How many?
Uh,
Th
Few thousand.
Oh, a few thousand.
I don't know.
No, you don't need the no.
Yeah,
I
20,000 people, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I helped them with this crypto.
S
And also, our company created a fund, uh, like fund, to raise money
mm-hmm.
for Ukrainian refugees, for Ukrainian army.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we started to do blog about war in Ukraine, share truth, fight in informational
Mm-hmm.
world,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
also help army and refugees.
And we are talking about what now? March? Something like March?
Uh, yeah, and later I went to from Poland to Germany. I tried to get my visa to Canada,
Mm.
and in Krakow I applied for a visa to United States. I just decided to try like
Two of them.
two countries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I wanted to go to United States because I have a fiance here,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and we planned to have wedding in Ukraine, but war
Mm-hmm.
started. So I applied for these two visas,
Mm-hmm.
and Canada embassy approved this visa.
Mm-hmm.
And but United States embassy they not they declined my visa.
Oh,
And I went to Canada, to Vancouver.
when was that?
It was in March.
March. All right. So about a month after you left
Yeah.
Ukraine, it never returned by accident.
No, not yet.
So you left with like probably a little luggage, like little.
Yeah, I didn't take like many things
Hmm,
with me,
hmm.
and just documents and some clothes.
Oh well.
So yeah, and I went to Vancouver, and I was there for 1 week,
Hmm,
and later I decided to try cross the border with the United States,
hmm,
but legally.
hmm,
uh, yeah, I went to border, and I was only one Ukrainian there,
hmm,
and I had 3 hours discussion with uh, border officers,
hmm,
with the 5 border officers, and they asked me many different questions,
hmm,
where I'm from. They thought that I'm lying to them,
hmm,
but I didn't.
hmm,
And later they just gave me like a humanitarian parole
hmm,
to the United States.
hmm.
Yeah, and I recorded a video on YouTube, and almost 20,000 people saw this video, and many Ukrainians they also tried to do this from Canada to
Mhm,
Ukraine,
mhm.
to from Canada to
To US.
United. So now I'm here and building my company department
Mhm,
in Sacramento,
mhm.
California. Yeah,
And well, how long did you stay in Vancouver?
1 week.
Oh, 1 week. Well, let's talk about good things. Did you enjoy
Yeah.
Vancouver?
Yes, really beautiful
Yeah.
city. I like their Sky Train, their Stanley Park.
Mhm.
Uh, I like their people there. They don't they are not in the rush. Like they are
It's different, huh?
calm. Yeah, and I tried to buy tickets for the SkyTrain many times,
Mm.
and sometimes these blocks like which sell tickets didn't work.
Mm.
So and there were police officers, so they just gave me tickets for free because it didn't work. Yeah, so it was really cool, and I like their different parts of cities. Mm, yeah, and also I met many friends there.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did. You are very out there, huh? You don't waste time, I
Yeah,
know that. But yes, indeed, I've been in Vancouver twice. Once in winter, another in summer or late spring, I'm not sure. And it's just beautiful. I love it. Yeah,
yeah,
it's a
it
beautiful
is.
city. Of course, the Bay Area is fascinating. That's where I live right now. Um, but the landscape in Vancouver, it's just unbelievable. You know, it's yeah, it's
Yeah,
great.
and
Uh,
yeah, and later I went to Silicon Valley, and this area is fantastic.
it is
Like,
fantastic. Yes, there is a uh, how can I say it? There is this environment, this what is the word I'm searching for here is this atmosphere
yeah,
of everything happening, right? All the big companies, everything is around
yeah,
Google, Apple, and Netflix and Microsoft. Of course, Microsoft,
yeah,
the headquarters is in Seattle, but there is like
yeah,
some
and
things here as well.
I met our company clients there. We work with the Perforce. It's a software company from the United States,
Mm,
and I had a meeting with their founders, with their company workers, and also I met Y Combinator.
mm,
We worked with them for the last few years,
mm,
and we already worked with some startups
mm,
from Y Combinators.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So did you go to UI Combinator, the office?
Yes, I
Mm,
was there, and actually, I was only one person there
mm-hmm.
because of COVID,
Yeah, I
and
can imagine.
I just I saw a worker in the office, and I asked him to let me go inside and see what is there, because actually it was my dream to visit Y Combinator office, because they have like good marketing. They helped many people,
Yeah.
many company founders. They got some education there because of this startup school
Yeah.
at Y Combinator. Yeah. So,
Let me ask you, well, this program, this is called the Startup School Jam, and the reason is because I started talking with people I met on Startup School, Y Combinator. Have you ever attended? This is not our case. We haven't met on your Y Combinator, but have you ever attended the Startup School or not?
uh, no, I attended some events online,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't startup school. Yeah, I would like to visit one
You know they're
uh,
starting a new program this week. Like, I mean,
this
this
week.
week, like, starting on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. Did you know
Mhm.
that?
No, I didn't hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go check their websites. For people
Mhm.
who are watching us, if you are interested, just go to Startup School Y Combinator on Google and you'll find it. So there is like a new program that is starting now, and they have again after 2 years they are coming back to the in person programs.
Well,
So a
that's
lot of
great.
things are going on, a lot of things are changing and they are adjusting and creating new things. So it's interesting. Yeah, so it's definitely
Well,
worth checking. And how did you come across inVerita? You arrived
uh,
here in the US in
in
May,
April,
April.
it was April,
Uh,
1st of April. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's a good
And
date.
yeah, I worked before that. I worked in a different IT company.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, but I needed to grow and find like another place to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I started working with inVerita. But before that, I had meetings with their company founder, and it wasn't like interviews. We just met for some uh, uh, like for some reasons. Like I just asked them some professional questions.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to get some insights from IT industry,
Mm-hmm.
and we liked to talk together.
Mm-hmm.
And one company founder, his name is Orest, and
Mm-hmm.
I like how he's doing his business, and it's close to me.
Mm-hmm.
So I just asked them if we can work together,
Mm-hmm.
and they agreed.
Mm-hmm.
And they proposed to work together with them to open our company department
Mm-hmm.
in the United States
Mm-hmm.
and find more partners here.
Mm,
And,
interesting.
yeah,
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 well,
and
he's a Ukrainian as well.
he's Ukrainian. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and for Ukrainian founders, it's a bit it's harder to move to United States and live here for many years because they already have families there. They
Mm-hmm.
have families, friends, and they build their life there. It's mentally just harder.
Mm-hmm.
No, not because they can't,
Mm-hmm.
but because it's a bit harder.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, it depends of which personality you are.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm young person,
Mm-hmm.
and I have fiance here, so I decided to work with them and help them build their company here and grow our team to 2,000 people in 5 years, I think.
So inVerita wasn't established in the US until April then. They started in April.
Uh, they worked with clients here,
Mm-hmm.
and they already had their company office in Connecticut,
Mm-hmm.
but it was closed because we were working with clients remotely,
I see.
not
Uh-huh.
just from Ukraine. And
Mm-hmm.
now we can open a company department here in California, in tech heart of United States. something.
And well, you have a business economic background. Is that what you mentioned in
Yeah,
the beginning?
international economy.
International economy. Uh, well, it doesn't. It's not completely related to what you do nowadays, is it?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, but like your education doesn't mean that you need to do what you are doing.
I totally
We
understand that.
all have different
Mm-hmm.
we all have different gifts, and studying at university help us to understand what like what gifts we have and where we need to go.
Mm-hmm.
I like founder of Zara company. Uh, do you know Zara?
Zara, like
Uh,
the fashion thing?
yeah,
Yeah.
fashion company.
Mm,
And he started his business without education.
mm,
He was working in different areas, and he started something unique.
mm-hmm,
He started unique business methodology.
mm-hmm,
So it was different from other companies.
mm-hmm.
And for other founders, company owners, it's hard to compete with them with him because he's unpredictable. He's
Yes.
different than
Yeah.
others,
Yeah.
and I want to be also like a founder of Zara. I want to create my own like business style,
Mm-hmm.
and this business style will help me to be unique on the market
Mm-hmm.
and talk with people in my unique way. And later, of
Mm-hmm.
course, I can take MBA course and improve my knowledge in some areas.
Mm-hmm.
But firstly, like I want to try do it how I think it should go.
Yeah, I understand. In fact, I understand it so much because I'm an electrical engineer, um, with electrical slash telecommunications engineer. And then I went from college straight to the automation industry. I'm a motion control system specialist. And then
Mhm.
I left the motion control systems to start my startup Zip Stage, uh, which is an Android mobile app pretty much nowadays. So I needed to kind of change again and start
Yeah,
learning how to code and to how to create a mobile app. I understand exactly what you're saying. It's like, but I never thought about this, like being unpredictable because you are not part of the game.
yeah,
I
yeah,
like that concept. I like it.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
interesting.
Just and like then scary to do some mistakes
Hmm.
because we're learning from mistakes.
Well,
Like it's a good school.
uh-huh.
Real life, it's a good school.
In fact,
Uh,
it is. Yeah, and sometimes we can learn from other people's mistake, but I think it sticks when you learn from your own mistake. Of course, there are people that don't learn. You know?
yeah,
There are some people that just they say, "I'll keep doing this exactly as I did,"
yeah,
and they are not so flexible. I know those people exist, but it's good to be able to learn from both other people's mistake and from your own mistake as well, and that's how you become better, right? Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah. And also, I want to promote Ukraine in a good way.
mm-hmm,
Uh, in United States and in different countries because
mm-hmm.
I love my nation. I love people from my country, and I want to help them to fight with these enemies, to fight with the Russian uh, Russian army,
Mm-hmm.
because what they did in Ukraine it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
They killed many people. They killed many women, children.
Yeah.
They abused
Yeah.
them.
I heard.
They used some weapons which they 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 can't use this weapon.
Mm-hmm.
No one can
Mm-hmm.
use it, but
Mm-hmm.
they use it, and they steal food from us,
Mm-hmm.
and every day they send some cars, some trucks, to Ukrainian city which they occupied, and they steal the wheat, some other food, and they just send it to some to their country or to the other. They they won't just destroy and kill our country. But
It's
I think that we all need to unite, to be united, and to stay against this enemy. And we need to destroy their economy. We need to destroy their government, and I think that we already won this war, but we need to finish it. We need to take back our land, to take back our people from there, and just continue growing.
Yeah, it's unfortunately we we need to deal with this kind of evil, right? We would think that on the 21st century we would be beyond that. Of course, it's so naive because wars, they never stopped happening. We can just look, in Africa, in um,
Syria,
yeah,
Pakistan.
yeah, and of
Country.
course it's not on the news every day because it's not on the rich areas, right? It's not in Europe, it's not in America or North America at least. And so wars are out there, but still it's unbelievable. How come, some people over thousands of years, we haven't learned much, and we keep attacking and killing each other.
Yeah.
Well, anyhow,
Yeah.
let's talk business here.
Yeah.
You are a person who really likes networking, and I notice you are like a truck. You just go and you do your thing, and you do it well done. It's different than me. I'm more, I'm not so outgoing. I would love to be as you are, and one of the reasons that I decided to put this program together is actually to have this, to expose myself, to try to improve communication. This is one of the reasons I started doing it. But you are great, you do a great job. And you mentioned you worked in volunteering process in the Christian Crusade in Ukraine, and then you were a volunteer for a few days in Poland, helping the influx of people from Ukraine to Poland. How do you relate? Like, do you think your networking, your thing about networking comes from the volunteering processes? Do you think, did you get something out of that?
Yeah, actually, I'm a Christian, and I believe that God has a plan for my life, and He gave some gifts for everyone. So we need to grow our gifts. We need to learn more. We need to practice more, and if it is our gift, it will grow faster. So in Ukraine, I visited one. I was visiting one church called the Christ Fellowship. This church is part of Every Nation church called like Every Nation. Name of this church is Every Nation. We have churches in different countries. So there I got that I have a gift of evangelist and of it's a kind of gift of networking, meeting new people, talking with them, be open to different people, and just help them talk, ask questions, And personally, for me, it's interesting to explore new person, because each person is unique, and you can always learn some good things from other, because you have some strengths, but also you have some weaknesses, and you need to also grow, be better in your weaknesses, uh, and you can just learn from other people and be better, like in other areas. Yeah, so I really like doing this, and I believe that God has a plan for my life. I need to grow there, and I need to be better tomorrow than I am today.
Yeah.
And yeah, and just build God's kingdom bigger. Fight against some bad things in the world. Fight against corruptions, against some I don't know, like some bad things around me, and just change my environment. And if everyone will change their environment, we can change together entire world. Like because for one person it's hard to change entire world.
Of course.
Only Jesus did it, but we can't.
Yeah.
We can't change an entire world, but we can change the people
Around
around us.
us, yes.
We can be good to other. We can be kind. We can love other people. We can just help them and help them achieve their goals. So that is what I am doing. I help businesses achieve their goals. When I meet some company founders, and I know that they need software development from my company, but I know some other needs which they have. For example, they need investor. So I have some investors in my network. So I just connect them together. They talk, they help each other, and I didn't get anything for this, but it's still good to see how that people are connected, and I did a good job for them just for free, just to help them achieve their goals. Yeah, so and it's good for people. Just be kind to other, and do what you want to get back. Like also, yeah.
Good job. Good job. You are doing well. Yeah. And I can tell. And uh what can you share a little bit about the Christian Crusade? You mentioned you helped like
Yeah,
young people who would go to college and end up getting involved with alcohol and drugs.
yeah.
Can you share a little bit?
Yeah, Christian Campus Crusade for Christ. It's a full name of this organization. It was founded in I think in United States uh, more than 30 years ago, and the goal of this movement is to help students, uh, to help them change their lives and find uh, goal in their life, find their to help them find their identity, because some people think that their identity is that what they did. So but if I didn't do anything, if
You have
I'm
no
a lazy
identity.
lazy man, and I didn't do anything, so it's my identity. Or if I killed many people, so it's my identity. My identity, it's what I did. Uh, but there is something bigger. That's what we did. There is because we can do many different things. Some of them they are good, some of them they are bad, and we need to have our identity is something mm, what is mm, like what has long life, like something internal, and we help the students to we share the gospel with them. We help them to understand what is who is Jesus Christ and what he did for them. Yeah, we just try to share Christianity in a good way. It's not only religion; it's more than that. Christianity is about personal relationship with Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
It's you and him
Mm-hmm.
together. So we help them to know Jesus and uh, just to grow as a person, as a unique person,
Mm-hmm.
which has different gifts, which has some, like, I don't know, some dreams in
Mm-hmm.
their lives. We help them to achieve their dreams, and yeah. And Campus Crusade is a popular organization in Ukraine. We are this organization is in different universities,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, they do these meetings, some events, and it's helped to do a student's life better.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Uh,
Good.
yeah, that is not only studying, but also some interesting travels, events,
Mm-hmm.
meetings, time together with other people. Yeah.
That's so good.
So, and Campus Crusade changed my life.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, it changed it. I was like a really religious person. I visited Orthodox Church, and I thought that Christianity is only religious.
Mm-hmm.
But later, I got that it's about personal relationship with Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
That when that you can read the Bible and you can find some good things there,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
which can change your life, which can change people around you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
our world is broken. We have these wars. We have these viruses, and it will not become bad, like good good enough for us.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that the Bible says us about some uh, better
Mm-hmm.
internal
Mm-hmm.
life, a better internal world. So still, when we have this uh, wars, viruses, I have a hope
Mm-hmm.
that it will end soon and Jesus Christ will come back.
Yeah. And
But now we need to work hard. We need to change people around us. We need to um, like help each other,
mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly it. You know, you change the person beside you. The person beside
yeah,
you will potentially change the person beside them, and you
yeah.
create
And
this
it's
flow,
not,
right?
yeah, and you change not because you tell them that you are a bad
No,
person
no, no,
and
it's not.
you need to be better.
Yeah,
You change them only by showing them
what is
example,
out there?
and like you also give love for them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that is how you change
Yeah.
other people.
Great job.
Yeah,
Great job. Excellent. You know, it's good to hear those things. Thank you for sharing.
yeah, thank you.
Let's go back to business again.
Yeah,
uh, you mentioned crypto as something you used
yes,
during the period you were in this transition, right? From Ukraine
yes,
all the way to Canada and then to the US. Can you share a little bit? Because crypto is this big thing now, right? It's like, oh,
yeah,
crypto here, crypto there. It's actually crashing now. So a lot of people losing a lot of money, me included.
yeah.
Two of us, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So I started my journey with crypto uh, mm, like in 2018, I think. But it was just a small amount of money which I
Mm-hmm.
invested there. But this year in January, uh, I invested some bigger amount. And why I did so, because I learned what is Bitcoin and how it can change the world, and how it can change the monetary system.
Mm-hmm.
So Bitcoin for me, it's not just a method of earning quick money.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin is like thing which can help poor people become rich, or which can help these people from poor countries save their money and uh, like have uh, transfer this money uh, through years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because in the past we had the gold standard, and also, like, for example, if you can buy gold,
Mm-hmm.
you can change your value to to many through many years.
Mm-hmm.
But now, for example, you earned $100 last year, and because of inflation, their purchasing poverty is lower now.
Mm-hmm.
So, and for me, Bitcoin is just a method to transfer your value through years.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, like now we see that Bitcoin is falling
Mm-hmm.
down, and we have people are extremely
Mm-hmm.
scary about what is going on the
Mm-hmm.
market. But what we see from the history of Bitcoin, that through many years, from 2009 till now, Bitcoin was growing. Yes, it was falling and like
Oscillating.
going
Uh-huh.
up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but still it's growing.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a friend in Iceland, and he's investing like much money
Mm-hmm.
there, almost all his savings,
Mm-hmm.
because he believed that Bitcoin will grow,
Mm-hmm.
and it will cost more, and he can also uh, like transfer his money
Mm-hmm.
through year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
Uh,
have a
and
go ahead. Go ahead.
uh, also for me, Bitcoin is good because it's decentralized, and uh, like you can send it to different countries, to different regions,
Mm-hmm.
just during a few
Mm-hmm.
minutes. So yeah, it's a good
It
thing.
is a good thing.
So
It
we
is.
yeah, and I think that more and more people need to buy Bitcoin, because emission of Bitcoin is limited.
Mm-hmm.
It is only 21 million
Mm-hmm.
and of Bitcoins. Now we have around 18
Yeah, it's
million.
close to limit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's closed, and it will cost more because like amount of Bitcoin is
Uh-huh.
limited. So each person needs to buy at least like Bitcoins for $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we will have many big players on the market, they can control it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we need to fight against these big
Mm-hmm.
players. We smaller players, we need to accumulate more
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoins every month just to buy some part, just 5% of our savings,
Yeah,
just invest Bitcoin, and it will help us to diversify our investing
of
portfolio.
course.
Yeah, and it also will help us to own some amount of
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoins, and uh, of by owning Bitcoins, we also help some other small players
Mm-hmm.
to grow, because of we just take this money from big players.
Yeah, so there's a few things that people need to understand. The first one is that all specialists, when they talk about savings, they mention how important it is for you to, if you want to purchase an asset, the best way to do it is over time. Not
Yeah,
just buy everything at once, because chances are that
yeah,
it's going to fall and you lose everything. There is a chance, of course, that you will buy and then it will grow exponentially and you make money.
yeah,
But over time, it oscillates. So it's always good to be purchasing in small amounts, over time, instead of saving a
yeah,
lot of money and putting it out there at the same time. Another thing is that I like, I have some savings. I'm very thankful for this, and this actually allowed me to take important steps in my professional life. Like, these savings allowed me to take a time off from regular job to invest time on my startup, and now in this show, the Startup School Jam.
yeah,
Um, and what people need to understand is that actually investments, they should be measured in months and years and not hours and days.
yes.
And because a lot of
It's not trading.
Yes, because a lot
It's
of
not.
people got into the market in this bear bull market where everything is
Yeah,
just growing, right? So you put money there, you know that 2 weeks later you have like 10% up, and
Great.
it's not real. It's not sustainable, right? And
Yeah.
now everybody's getting scared and selling everything at a loss. In fact, I am as well. I'm just sold, some things here and there just to try to rebalance it. But still, it's necessary to measure over time and to know that,
Yeah.
5 years from now, it's cheap now. It's time to start buying again. Even though the
Yeah.
market will still oscillate, probably another year. Uh, but but I want to come to this. We were talking about crypto, and I follow the market. I do some studying every single day about it. And you mentioned how important it is for poor countries. So people eventually don't understand how important it is, because what the crypto market is doing is trying to make it more democratic and easier for people to
Yeah.
have access to money. And because for people who live in the US or Canada, or the rich countries in Europe, it's
Not a
difficult to
big deal.
understand what happens in poor countries. And what happens, I'm from Brazil. Right now we are in a much more stable situation over the last 20 years. But I was born in 84, and I remember that my parents would need to make a salary in the end of the month. They would run to the grocery shopping, buy everything they could with the money they had, because they know that 2 days later, that money would be worth half. And that
Yeah.
happens. Brazil is much more stable now, but we see this in a lot of countries, even our neighbors, like in South America, we see it,
Yeah.
like high
Yeah.
inflation. Uh, and oh, wow, actually, it's back now, all over the world, but it's not that high. I mean, I'm talking about, Venezuela styles, like 50,
Deeper.
50% difference in 2 weeks, like your money is half of the value. So that's why it's important to have like an option for people to be able to store their value, because they don't have access to banks. Of course, if you are more established, or if you are in a better situation, you have access to a
Hmm.
bank. You can buy dollar, for example. But
Yeah.
that's not reality for, I would say, of course it's gonna be a guess, but I would say like 70% of the population, maybe 80 or even 90, don't have
Yeah.
access to this kind of services. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That is sad.
yeah,
And um, we need to popularize these cryptocurrency
yeah,
around the
yeah,
world
of course.
and share it
Yeah.
with for those people who are watching us from
Mm-hmm.
Sacramento. I have a good news that we have uh, Bitcoin
Mm.
meetups here in
Mm-hmm.
Sacramento, and I can share the
Mm-hmm.
link uh, line
Mm-hmm.
later. Uh, our meetings are on
Mm-hmm.
Monday, every second Monday of month. So this Monday we will have a meeting in
Mm-hmm.
Sacramento, and actually at this meeting we will talk about one man which just died.
Mm-hmm.
He was the founder of this Bitcoin event
Mm-hmm.
meetups, and I met him 3 weeks
Mm-hmm.
ago, and he was sharing with me many good things. And his last words was about Bitcoin, that you need to accumulate more, you need to buy more Bitcoins, and just to wait,
Mm-hmm.
uh, hold them.
Yeah,
And after a few days after this, he died.
I
He
see.
had a heart attack, and yeah, it's really sad that our life is
Oh
unpredictable.
yeah,
Everything can happen with us, and yeah,
yeah. We'll never know what our last words will be. Uh,
yeah, yeah.
and
So I invite everyone to Sacramento crypto
mm-hmm.
event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
after
come there.
after we wrap this up, just drop the link in the comments of
Yeah,
the video, so people may eventually be interested. And but my suggestion is, like, don't go with the hype again. Think about it.
yeah,
Buy slow,
yeah,
buy constant,
yeah,
over time. And but I
yeah,
agree that there is a lot of potential in this crypto world, because a lot of people don't have access to credit cards. A
Yeah.
lot of people don't have access to even banks. Um, and
Yeah.
I actually had a guest here a few weeks ago, I'd say 3, 4 weeks ago, which was Anthony, and
Hmm.
he is from Nigeria. With his startup Food Agile, he is kind of creating like a food bank for people because people are hungry. People don't have access to
Yeah.
food. Um, so we definitely need to understand what's happening beyond what we see on the next street or the next block, right? So yeah, and
Yeah.
I think crypto will be a big thing in the future,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's a good thing to just to have some
Yeah.
savings. Not again, not
Yeah.
everything,
And
but something. Yeah,
yeah, don't be too emotional about
yeah.
this. Crypto, like when you are buying something, just buy them and forget it just for a few
Mm-hmm.
months.
Yeah,
Just don't look there, and it will fall down, it will
it will.
grow, but don't be emotional because you can lose this
Mm-hmm.
money if you will
Yeah.
trade them or yeah. Just learn more about Bitcoin, what
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin, maybe some other cryptocurrencies, but mostly of them they are scam. Yeah, but they can help you to get more money to invest in
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin.
I agree.
Yes, but main currency is Bitcoin. It's the best one.
Well, let me do. We have already crossed 1 hour and 6 minutes conversation, so it's been a long call already. Let me
Yeah,
ask you what what wakes you up at night, or what pumps you up in the day, what gives you
yeah,
energy, in other words.
yeah, yeah. Actually, I wake up at 6:30 every day or six. And why I'm doing so, it's because I need to read my Bible because I starting my
Mm,
day.
mm,
So I need to start my day from something
mm,
good, something
mm-hmm,
positive, and something
mm-hmm,
important. Because during the day we do many different things, and we even don't have time to think about our life.
mm-hmm,
And the Bible and prayers help me to
mm-hmm,
concentrate,
mm-hmm,
to think about like what is
mm-hmm,
important today,
mm-hmm.
what is important to do, and after that I just go and do my job,
Excellent.
like working hard, uh, work where you are at the moment, do your work well, and it will bring success to your life and to people which are around you.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I
yeah,
like it. Thanks for sharing.
yeah.
Is there anything in your life overall, or in whether in your personal or professional life, that you can say, I expected something to happen this way and it turned out to be completely the opposite? You have an example?
Yeah, actually, for example, I expected to have a wedding in Ukraine this
There you
summer
go. That's
uh,
right.
with my fiance,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't like this, and God has a different plan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yesterday we signed a marriage
There we
certificate.
go.
Uh, yeah, with my fiance, we will have a wedding a bit
Uh-huh.
later, but we already signed the marriage
So
certificate.
you
So
are married officially now, but not God's
officially,
law, but by man's law.
yeah,
You are married.
yeah, yeah,
Congratulations.
yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It's we had a like a long distance relationship for 2 years,
Uh-huh. two
and
years.
yeah, but we believed each other. We trusted each other.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
we trusted that no one will lie,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, just waited
So
patiently.
you, of course, if it's too personal, you don't need to answer. But you probably met back in Ukraine, and then she moved to the US.
Yeah, I saw her one time in 2017,
Mm.
and but later, like we didn't see each other for 1 year because she moved to Ukraine,
Mm-hmm.
and we just started to talk through Facebook, and we were talking during 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
just some messaging, encouraging each other, sharing stories. But later, when COVID started, Yeah, I had a challenge to wake up at 5 a.m. And because of time difference, after I woke up, read my Bible, and I had the time to talk with her. And we just started this relationship. And last year she came to Ukraine uh, in winter, and we spent a good time together. And we saw that we want to be live together, create family, like do it in a good way. Yeah, we want to be an example of a good family to other people, because nowadays we have many divorces
Yes, yes,
in different
good.
countries, and yes, in some countries it's more than 50%. But strong country is built by strong families. Yeah, it's everything starts from a small household. Yeah, so we want to be a good example of like a family for other people, and help other people to improve their families. Maybe do some consultations, and yeah.
Yeah, great job. And speaking professionally again, anybody that can offer you any kind of help? Are you seeking for any kind of help right now?
Yes,
There we go.
yes,
It's your
you can help
go
me,
for it.
and yeah, what I am doing at the moment. First one is software development. As I mentioned before, I work in IT company inVerita, and I really want to build our presence here. So you can give me some references of your partners. Just refer me to your friends which need the software development, because I heard from many people here that they try to do some projects. They built them. They spent much money for this project, but in the end they got some bad product. And I want to help you achieve your goals in your business. And if you know someone who needs help with web development, mobile, maybe blockchain, some QA or design, you can just recommend me to this person.
And there we go. There we go.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
So and yeah,
no, go ahead, please.
yeah, and also I have a different project. I have a mentor from Sauk State University, and we have a project together. It's a metaverse platform.
Oh, uh,
Yeah,
you are building it? What is the
we already built it, this platform,
uh,
and at the moment we need investments. We need $10 million investment. So
$10 million?
yes, but we have a good team. I can introduce a person who is interested in that project to this team. I will not mention details here, but if you are interested in metaverse, if you want to like own some parts of metaverse, we have a mall with 18 floors, and you can buy a floor there and sell your NFT. Yeah, it's a really interesting project. If someone is interested and have a money to invest, just contact me, and I will introduce you to our company founders.
Sure.
Yeah, and also feel free to invite me to different events, to different meetups. Maybe we can go together with someone, grab some food, and talk about business together.
We'll do. In fact, we need to meet in person. We haven't yet.
Yeah,
We'll
yes,
do it soon.
yeah, yeah. I will be in San Francisco the beginning of July,
All right.
so I will be there
We'll
for
set that
two
up.
weeks. Yeah, in Silicon Valley.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's close enough. It's like 30,
Yeah,
35 minutes from here. So that's
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Um, what is your mission as a person?
As a person, mm, just mm, change uh, change way of thinking of another people. Like um, uh, like in different business areas or companies which are working during many years, they have only one way of thinking. And some people, they also think in one way that you can do this, but only like as I did it in the past. So I just want to break these barriers, break this wall,
Mm-hmm.
and to help people to be open to some other um, like uh, kinds of doing some work
Mm-hmm.
jobs. Yeah.
All right. Is there any topic that you would like to talk about and we haven't discussed yet?
Yeah, there are a few, but I think that we can do a different video
Yeah,
uh,
it's going long as well.
next time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. It was really nice to talk with you today, and yeah, talk about this business and about life. Yeah, thank you for what you're doing, and I would
Absolutely.
like to be a part of it, and would like to help you to grow your channel.
Absolutely. We'll definitely talk about it. I really appreciate you taking the time, but we are not done yet. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
still have another question.
Yes.
um, if people want to contact you, uh, if people watch this, they will see you are a very resourceful person.
Yeah,
You are all over the places. But I asked you how people can help you, and now I ask you how can you help other people? If people have
yeah.
questions, technical questions, something
Mhm.
professional, personal,
Yeah, yeah,
how can you help people?
yeah, yeah. So if you are a business owner and you're just starting your startup and want to just explore your idea, I can connect you with our chief operation officer, which can help you to to he can talk with you about your business model. It can help you find good resources for your project.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do some business strategy, and yeah, it will be beneficial for you. Like sometimes we do it for free,
Mm-hmm.
depends on your case. Just
Mm-hmm.
connect us, we will talk and
Mm-hmm.
see how we can help you. Also, if you're an investor, I can connect you with different startups, metaverse, like startups from metaverse, from water industry, from real estate industry. So it also can be useful for you. Yeah, and if you build your network here in California,
Mm-hmm.
feel free to send me a message and schedule a meeting, and we can just meet somewhere in a Sacramento area or Silicon Valley and talk about business and explore how we can help each other.
So here's the thing. You live here for 2 months. I live here for 7 years.
Yeah,
You know many more people than I do. So I will definitely send you a message and ask you for help.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
And
definitely need help.
also, I would like to also like share information with the people for whom it might be interested. In Sacramento, we have a different groups for startups. One group is a startup sec,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and we have like good meetings there called Happy Hour,
Mm.
Startup Happy Hour.
Mm-hmm.
So you can visit Startup Sec, find their website,
Mm-hmm.
their Facebook page. Also, another organization which is interesting is 1 million cap,
Mm-hmm.
also Growth Factory,
Mm-hmm.
and Metro Edge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so startup
Yeah,
SAC is startup, the word, and SAC, correct? So
yeah,
if people want you to find it, they're great people. I've met many of them, and yeah, they will definitely be helpful if you need support. And I know your life reference is the Bible. We've talked
Yeah.
about this. Can you suggest, except we talked about the Bible already, can you accept any content you'd like to listen or to read or to watch, any book or podcast or YouTube channel, anything you'd like to suggest people
Uh,
to watch or
yes.
to
Yes.
consume
Uh,
overall?
I can, and uh, I like Clive Lewis.
What is the name again?
Uh, uh, Clive Lewis.
Clive Lewis.
Lewis.
uh,
Yeah. He wrote Chronics of Narnia. You
oh,
know.
uh-huh, all right, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I like this author, and
Mm-hmm.
I can recommend each book which he wrote because
Mm-hmm.
they are really interesting. They have many good things inside, and I think that this this author might be interested for everyone.
Mm-hmm. And you mean any book or like a specific
You can start from Chronics of Narnia.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, some people think that it's only for
Mm-hmm.
children,
Mm-hmm.
but when you're old,
Mm-hmm.
you also can read it because you can think about some things differently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did
And,
read Chronicles. I read in Portuguese, so I don't remember the English name. Narnia Chronicles of Narnia. Is that how is it called?
yeah, Chronicle of Narnia.
Chronics of Narnia. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good book. I
And
liked it, but I read it like many years ago, probably 15 years ago, 20 maybe.
yeah, and also I would like to share one more channel. It's called Nas Daily.
Can you say it again?
Nas Daily. I just sent you a link.
Let me see if I can
Nas.
open this on the screen. N NAS Daily. NAS Daily.
Yeah,
This is a YouTube channel.
yeah. It's YouTube channel about like different startups, different technologies, some new things in the world,
Mm.
and I just like watching them just for fun, to know some new
Uh,
things which are in the world,
just screwed up the view here.
and
Hold on.
yeah.
It's not what I expected. All right. I was trying to show that specific window and I just added something completely random. Oh, window capture, here it
Mhm.
is. Uh, Maybe not. But yeah, for people, it's on YouTube, NAS Daily. And
Yeah,
the guy has 8.2 million subscribers. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there are
right.
good content out there. So thanks for sharing. I'll definitely
Yeah,
check it.
yeah. I just like to read this book and watching this video for fun,
Mm-hmm.
just to get some good emotions
Good,
from them.
good.
Yeah, you can
And
share
how
it.
can people find you? Well, let me tell you before. Um,
Yeah.
your LinkedIn account is on the description of this video. So if people want
Okay.
to find you, you don't need to disclose your phone. Are you on other social networks like Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram, Twitter? Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead.
I have a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter,
Uh-huh.
Telegram, WhatsApp. You can also send me email. Like you can find me almost
Mm-hmm.
everywhere except TikTok.
All right. So, old Philip, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for taking the
Yeah,
time to sharing your, great life and professional experiences. I've just learned a lot, and we will certainly be in contact. I'll see you again in person, hopefully in a few weeks.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining me. Thanks for taking this time.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And I'll see you soon.
See you
All right.
soon.
You
Yeah.
take care.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.